Hi guys, today we want to quickly look at elimination method of solving simultaneous equations. So we have this problem x plus 2y equals to 4 as our first equation, while this is our second equation. The elimination method, all you need to do to solve it is to simply try to look out for a situation whereby you have equal coefficients, okay, for either the x variable or the y variable. What I mean is this. Now, the coefficient of x is 1 here, and the coefficient of x here is 1. So that means I can easily eliminate the x term, x variable. What about the y? The coefficient of y is 2 here, plus 2 actually, while the coefficient of y is minus 3. So it simply means that I cannot eliminate this. But all I need to do is just to eliminate one term. So since this is the same, then the next thing I'll try to do is to look out for what I need to do using addition or subtraction. What exactly do I need to do to take off the x variable? So if I say x plus x is going to give me 2x, and that means I'm still going to be having the x term in the expression. What I need to do then is to say maybe x minus x. If I say x minus x, I'm going to get 0. That means the x term is off. And since it was subtraction I did, then I'm going to have to do the same for both the y term and also the right hand side. So this is simply now going to be x minus x for the x term. Then I'm going to say plus 2y minus, now this minus, remember this minus is the general one that this one has. So now I'll say minus, I'm saying minus 3y because the 3y is a negative number, then equals to 4 minus 8. So at the end of the day, the x term disappears, while minus times minus is plus. So at the end of the day, 2y plus 3y is going to give me 5y. 4 minus 8 is going to give me minus 4. Then the next thing to do is to divide through by the coefficient of y. Then I have my y to be minus 4 over 5. That is the value for y. But we need to get the value for x now. After eliminating the x term to get our y, we need to get the value for x. So what I can just do is to simply substitute the value of y into any of the equation, either equation 1 or equation 2, any one of my choice. So let me substitute y into, let me pick equation 1. So I'm going to say x plus 2y equals to 4. Remember, this is our equation 1. Now, wherever I see y here, I'm going to put this expression, the term. So it's going to be x plus 2 into bracket minus 4 over 5 equals to 4. So this now becomes 2 times minus 4 is going to give me minus 8 over 5 equals to 4. Of course, this is now going to be x minus 8 over 5 equals to 4. Then this is going to cross to the other side. It becomes a positive term, 4 plus 8 over 5. So I can just simply try to solve the fraction. The LCM is 5. 1 into 5 is 5. 5 times 4 is 20. Well, 5 into 5 is 1. 1 times That's 8. So this is 28 over 5. So the value of x is 28 over 5. So that is our final answer. X is 28 over 5, while y is minus 4 over 5. So that's how you solve problems on elimination using simultaneous equations using elimination method. Now we have a second problem there. So I'm going to quickly solve this too. The first term says 4x, the first equation says 4x minus 7 equals to 1. 4x minus y equals to 7. Then the second equation says x plus 4y equals to 23. So what I need to do in this case, now this is a little bit different from the first one we solved. If you notice, the y terms, the coefficient of y in both equations are different. Also, the coefficient of x in both equations are different. So there's no time for us to just straight away eliminate. So what I would then do is to decide, do I want to eliminate y or do I want to eliminate x? Whatever my decision is will determine what I will do next. But let's say I want to eliminate x. Now, if I want to eliminate x, then I will decide to multiply equation 1, the whole of equation 1, with the coefficient of x, which is 1. And also multiply equation 2 with the coefficient of x in equation 1, which is 4. So I'm just going to write it. Multiply equation 1 by 1. And equation 2 by 4. Then this is going to be equation 1 is being multiplied by 1. So this is going to be 4x minus y. Okay, everything actually. I'm multiplying everything. So that's going to give me 1 times this is still going to be the same thing. 4x minus y equals to 7. Then for equation 2, I'm multiplying by 4. So equation 2 is x plus 4y equals to 23. So I'm multiplying by 4. That's going to give me 4 times x is 4x. 4 times 4 is 16y. While 4 times 23 is 2. 4 times, yeah, so that's 92. Then, okay, now I have my equations. Okay, let me bring them down here. So this is 4x minus y equals 7. So I can decide to call this equation 3. Then 4x plus 16y equals to 92. I can decide to call this equation 4. Now, I have terms of the coefficient of x equal in both equation 1 and equation 2. So now I can eliminate x. What do I need to do? If I try to add up the two equations, the x term would not be eliminated still. So, but if I subtract, it's going to be eliminated. So I'm going to subtract. So I'll say 4x minus 4x minus, okay, no, let me say plus. Then I'll say minus y minus, well, we have minus 6 and plus 16 plus 16y equals to 7 minus 92. Now this term goes off, so I'm left with this. Now minus y, this minus times plus is minus. So this is minus y minus 16y equals to 7 minus this is minus 85. So minus y minus 16y is minus 17y. So minus 17y equals to minus 85. If I divide through by the coefficient of y, which is minus 17, then I'll be left with y, the value of y as 5. So that is the value for y. Now we can quickly go back to solving for our x term. I can just simply substitute the value of y into any of the equations, either 1, 2, 3, or 4. Anyone can go. So I'm just going to substitute into equation 2. Substitute y into equation 2. So that's going to give me equation 2 says x plus 4y equals to 23. So x plus, wherever I see y, I'm going to put this. So it's going to be x plus 4 times 5 equals to 23. X plus 20, because 4 times 5 is 20, equals to 23. Then x equals to 23 minus 20, which is 3. So my value for x is 3.